This oat milk latte is exactly what I needed after that morning dive, Kai. The visibility at the house reef today was just unreal.
Oh, I know. I saw you hovering over that patch of staghorn coral for ages. I'm guessing you found something special?
I did, but before we get into that, we should probably start the show.
Right, let's do it. Hello and welcome to IndoDiveX, a podcast about diving, ocean stories, and the incredible underwater world of Indonesia. I'm Kai.
And I'm Mia.
In this podcast, we explore marine life, diving adventures, and the magic of the Coral Triangle.
Today's episode is a vibrant one, guys. We are talking about the most colorful fish in the ocean. And honestly, being here in Indonesia, we are totally spoiled. The colors down there don't even feel real sometimes. It's like someone took a neon highlighter to the reef.
It really is. You know, scientists actually use words like Picasso and Quran just to try and describe how complex these patterns are. So, Mia, what was the special something you were staring at this morning?
It was the Mandarin dragonet, or Mandarinfish. I swear, every time I see one, I feel like I'm looking at a piece of living art. They have these bright orange bodies crisscrossed with electric blue lines. The name actually comes from the robes of imperial Chinese mandarins because the colors are so incredibly rich.
They are stunning, and they're actually one of the only species of vertebrates known to have blue coloring from actual cellular pigment rather than just light reflection. But they're shy, right? You usually have to wait until sunset to see the real show.
Exactly. If you're diving in places like Lembeh or Bunaken, you can catch their mating dance at dusk. They hide in the staghorn corals during the day, but at sunset, they come out and perform this flamboyant ritual where the male and female join fins and swim to the top of the reef together. It's pure magic.
And get this, they don't even have scales. Instead, they secrete a thick, slimy mucus from their skin. It helps repel predators and keep them clean from parasites. That bright color is basically a warning sign to predators saying, "Hey, I might be toxic, don't eat me."
Speaking of warnings, remember that common lionfish we saw yesterday? It's beautiful with those red and brown stripes, but those spines are no joke. They're highly venomous. It's funny how the ocean uses color both to hide and to shout, "Stay away."
It's all about survival. But some fish use color for the opposite reason, to get noticed by their own kind. Take the Moorish idol, the one that looks like Gil from Finding Nemo. They have those striking vertical bands of black, white, and yellow.
I love Moorish idols. There's something so graceful about that long dorsal crest trailing behind them. Did you know the name Moorish comes from the Moor people of Africa, which believed these fish brought happiness and good luck?
I'll take all the luck I can get. We see them a lot on the flat coral reefs here in the Indo-Pacific, but they're famously difficult to keep in aquariums because their diet is so specific. They mostly eat sponges. They really are best left in the ocean, where they can graze freely.
I totally agree. There's another Indonesian icon that has a similar story, the Banggai Cardinalfish. They are only found in the Banggai Islands of Indonesia. They have such a unique look, a pale golden brown with bold black stripes and tiny white spots that look like stars.
Those are so cool because the fathers are the ones who look after the babies. They're mouthbrooders, meaning the male carries the eggs inside his mouth until they hatch. But because they're so beautiful and easy to catch, they've become endangered in the wild due to the aquarium trade. It's a tough reminder that our love for these creatures needs to be protective, not just possessive.
So true, Kai. But hey, let's talk about something a bit more shifty. Have you ever noticed how much some fish change their look as they grow up?
Oh, you mean the Emperor Angelfish. That is one of the most dramatic transformations in the sea. The juveniles are dark blue or black with these electric white and blue circles, but when they turn into adults, they completely switch to a blue body with bright yellow horizontal stripes and a black mask over their eyes.
It's like they go through a total rebranding, and they have that rare defense mechanism where they can actually make a knocking sound if they get scared.
I've never heard a fish knock, but I have seen the harlequin sweet lips dance. The juveniles are brownish-orange with big creamy white blotches, and they never stop wiggling their bodies in a head-down position. Scientists think they're trying to mimic toxic flatworms to keep predators away.
And then they grow up to be these large, spotted fish with huge, fleshy lips, which is where the name sweet lips comes from. It's crazy how much shape-shifting happens down there.
It really is. But okay, Mia, I have a bright fact for you. Do you know how these fish actually produce these colors?
I'm guessing it's not just underwater makeup.
Not quite. It's all about specialized cells called chromatophores. These cells contain pigments that can expand or contract to change how intense a color looks. Then you have iridophores, which use light-reflecting crystals to create those metallic, shimmering blues we see on things like the blue tang.
That explains why they look so different depending on the light. And get this, about half of all fish can detect ultraviolet light. Some, like damfish, even see it as a completely separate color. It's like a secret underwater communication channel that we can't even see without special gear. They can flash UV signals to their friends to warn them about predators, while staying invisible to the big guys who can't see UV.
That is like a secret underwater superpower. It makes you wonder what else we're missing.
Speaking of things we see every day but might not appreciate, let's talk about the parrotfish, specifically the rainbow parrotfish. They're everywhere in Indonesia. They have these shimmery green bodies and bright orange heads. But my favorite fact about them, and divers, you're gonna love this, is that they're responsible for the beautiful white sand on our beaches.
Oh, here we go, the sand story.
It's true. They use their beak-like teeth to scrape algae off the coral. They end up eating bits of the coral skeleton, which their digestive system breaks down into fine white sand. A single large parrotfish can poop out over 2,000 pounds of sand a year.
So, the next time you're lying on a pristine white beach in Bali, just remember you're basically relaxing on a giant pile of parrotfish poop.
Exactly. But they are so important for the reef. By eating the algae, they stop it from suffocating the coral, which keeps the whole ecosystem healthy.
It's all connected. The colors, the behaviors, the sand, it all plays a part in keeping the ocean alive.
It really does. And you know, looking at all these vibrant species, from the $30,000 peppermint angelfish to the common yellow tang, it makes me realize why protecting this underwater rainbow is so vital. If the reefs degrade and the water gets murky, fish can't find mates or hide from predators as easily. The underwater bandwidth literally fades away.
That's a heavy thought, but it's why we do what we do. Every dive is a chance to see this magic and a reminder of why we need to keep our oceans clean and protected.
Well said, Kai. I think it's time for another coffee before we head back to the boat.
I'm in. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. Thank you for listening to IndoDiveX.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow the podcast and share it with fellow ocean lovers.
Until the next dive, keep exploring and keep protecting our ocean.